Okay guys, RicoRock2001 here. I thought I'd showcase my Xbox Series X, and I wanted to show around the system. So I got rid of the Xbox One, which was shown in the previous video. Some people actually commented saying I should have kept both. Well, I needed the money to sell the Xbox One, and I went for a Series X because this has 1 terabyte. The one only has 500 gigabyte hard drive, though I could have upgraded to a 2 terabyte solid state drive if I wanted to, but I still think the Series S and Series X are more up to date, and with this I'll have more, of a proper modern generation console. I have the Switch as well, the regular variation, not the OLED. But other than that, a few things I should mention. I really love the design of the Xbox Series X. Some people call it the refrigerator design, although it looks more like a PC tower to me. Kind of looks a bit of a both, if you ask me. I'll go ahead and show you around the system. I kind of wish this was released in white and the regular was released in, or the S was released in black. But what can you do? This is the disc slot. This will read certain Xbox 360, most of every Xbox One game and Series games. I only have one Xbox One game. I don't have any Series discs, so I can't really test it out with that. This is the power button. Your sync button's down here. That's a USB port. Would have been nice if there was a USB-C on here, but that doesn't have it there. This here is the other foot if you want to stand it vertically, like this, which I might as well do. Also, the Xbox logo is engraved on this side right here. You have the option of standing it vertically or horizontally. You've got rubber feet on that side. You got a really cool vent here. It's green and black, which I think is a really nice touch. So I got to give kudos to Microsoft for coming up with this design. I mean, this is really nice. And let me show you the back here. Back here it says Xbox Series X, HDMI, made in China. The manufacturing date was February 22nd, 2023. This is pretty recent. Read other information. This has 1 terabyte. Back here you got 2 USB connectors. You got Ethernet, the power cable, HDMI out. There's no HDMI in. Would have been nice if they kept that feature. But oh well. A storage expansion, which I think is a really nice feature. Unlike the PlayStation 5 where you actually have to rip apart the console to get to the storage expansion, this one you just buy a little card, stick it in the back here. Although it is pretty pricey, so I may have to save some money to get that, and then maybe I'll show you what it looks like when you stick it in the back here. But that's a really nice feature. You also want to make sure you have it the right way, and you don't want to try to put it in backwards. You could break something. And what's nice about this, unlike the Xbox One that I had, this uses an internal power supply, just a standard cable that plugs in here. It's a nice feature. I didn't like the power brick that the original Xbox One had. Not to mention, there's a fan in there. If it gets clogged, your Xbox One will shut off. It hasn't happened to me, but it did make a loud grinding noise, which worried me. Anyway, I'll go ahead and rotate this back. And yeah, I might as well show you the controller that came with it. This is the one that came with the console. And here's my special gray and black and white controller. This thing is awesome. I got it because it matches my laptop. But other than that, it's a really nice controller. I actually like this better than the Xbox One controller. I don't have an Xbox One controller anymore, but I've already compared it in that video, so if you want to check that video out, go ahead and check that video out. Though the Xbox button is glossy on this one and matte on that one. My white controller had a white Xbox logo and I don't have that one anymore. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and hook this up and show you the menu on screen. So time for a jump cut. Let's go ahead and fire up the Xbox Series X and let me show you how cool the system is. I'm obviously going to have to blur that out in case my name actually shows up on there because my personal name is none of your business. But my account is free. Well, by free I mean if you want to be friends with me on Xbox Live, I'm HumDrumBark7816. But let me show you my games I have here. I have Asphalt Legends, that came with the system, all 3 Banjo-Kazooie games, which were bundled with Rare Replay, though Nuts and Bolts is garbage. Crazy Taxi is a fun game. This is the game that came with the system. It's Forza Horizon 5. They also had the Diablo 4 bundle at the store that I went to pick up this console for my birthday present. But I went for Forza 5 because I'm a huge sucker for racing games and driving games, so I went for this bundle. But if you want to get the Forza bundle, go for it. Frozen, Free Fall Snow, Halo 5, that was the only game I had for my Xbox One, and it still is. Hexic HD, Inops, Jetpack Refueled, Cameo, I don't know how to pronounce that name, and I don't care. Haven't tried that out. Perfect Dark is a fun game. Perfect Dark Zero is also decent. Rare Replay has a bunch of games on there I highly recommend playing. Roblox is fun. Sonic Adventure 2, awesome games. If you have an Xbox Live or PSN, get these games. People may say they're bad, their opinion. Well, I have to disagree with them. These are what got me into the Sonic games. They weren't the first Sonic games I ever played. The first one was Sonic 2 for the Game Gear, and that game was total dog turd. I'm sorry to say. But I love the Genesis version of Sonic 2, or Mega Drive if you live overseas. Yeah, that Sonic 2 is good. The Genesis Mega Drive, no. Yeah, the Genesis Mega Drive version is awesome. The Game Gear Master System version is a pile of dog turd. Well, here's why. I never got past the first boss. I'll probably make a video on showing you how much I hate Sonic 2, so if you want me to make a video about that, let me know in the comments. Sonic CD, best Sonic 2D game I ever played. And I'm not just saying that because Amy Rose is in the game. I'm saying this because, well, the soundtrack is awesome. In both versions. Aside from getting Game Over. The Game Over music in the Japanese and European version, catchy. US version, oh, Sonic EXE. Sonic Generations, awesome game. Sonic the Fighters. Oh, I had this on PS3 at one point when I got a PlayStation 3 back then, but I much prefer the Xbox controls when it comes to this game. Never played it on 3DS, so I can't really judge it. Not sure why they didn't put it on Wii U at the time. Sonic the Fighters, good fighting game. I'm surprised Sonic R was never released on Xbox Live Arcade. Probably has to do with the Tails doll curse that everyone seems to be talking about. Animal Royale, I'll probably get rid of that. Thrillville Off the Rails, fun game. Viva Pinata and Trouble in Paradise, awesome Saturday morning show. Probably the best ever show 4Kids Entertainment ever did, aside from Sonic X and Pokemon. Well, that's a debate for another time. But other than that, let me go ahead and pick a game and show you how quick this is. I'm just going to go ahead and select, well, we'll play a bit of Banjo-Kazooie. This I downloaded on Xbox Live Arcade on my 360 back in the day. Of course, I don't have my N64 version of the game anymore. I sent that to a friend. Because, well, I prefer the Xbox Live variation. Oh, I should have loaded the game previously like I did off camera, because sometimes when you select a file, Banjo, something bad happens to him. The bed actually tilted him out of the out the window. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch games and switch to Banjo-Tooie. Let's switch to Banjo-Tooie. Here's where I left off in that game. Look at that, we're in the sequel. That's the rare replay variation. I'll select the rare replay version of Banjo-Kazooie. Okay. I know having two versions of Banjo-Kazooie is overkill, but remember, I mainly got rare replay just to try out the other games I wasn't able to get. So sorry for the confusion, but that's why I have two Banjo-Kazooies and two Banjo-Tooies. But if you hold the start menu on the rare replay menu, it will take you back to rare replay. And with a 1 terabyte solid state drive, it's much quicker. Though loading games on my... I might as well play a bit of Jet Force Gemini, because why the heck not? Because let me just say, I love this game. Loved it so much, I ended up asking Entertainment to send me the N64 version of the game when my Xbox One that needed the disk drive replaced. I had to pick up the N64 version and play that one in the meantime. I actually got further in the game. We're going to go for Vela. Say these things that look like koalas. You don't want to hurt them because otherwise they'll count as a X symbol. But yeah, you saw how quick that was. Anyway, let me go ahead and load up Sonic Adventure 2 next. That's one feature I love about quick replay. The game goes really quick. And when you get a 1 terabyte solid state drive, that's a really awesome feature. Of course, when 1 terabyte's not really going to hold all of your game collection, but that's why they released the Express Cards feature. Though, if they ever give you the option to upgrade to 2 terabytes, hopefully it can be affordable. At a price I'm willing to pay, that is. But, yeah, it's probably going to be expensive, but... I might as well demonstrate a 2-player mode. I have my second controller hooked up to this, so I'm just going to do a quick 2-player mode. And I'll pick Amy Rose because she's awesome. And we'll have her battle Shadow, who's an overrated character in my opinion. Sorry guys, but it's true.
I'm getting excited.
Please don't attack me, I'm just stating my honest opinion. But here's why I have to defend Amy. Oops. It's not real easy to play with 2 controllers. So if I do really bad at this portion, I do apologize. I'm just trying to control with 2 hands. Let me go ahead and try and sit down to make it easier. No? Can I jump? Oh no, I screwed up. Let's see if I can actually jump with the other player. Almost. I'll try this again. Well, Shadow made it. Wow, epic fail. But yeah, you get the idea. I don't have an Xbox One controller to show you. You could sync that up here, but yes. So, but yes, you can use an Xbox One controllers and accessories on the Xbox Series X and Series S. Just not the Kinect camera, but to be fair, who would want to use that? Although you could get an adapter to plug in to the console. It may or may not work, but that's something for you to try at your own risk. I don't have the Kinect. I don't think I'm ever going to get the Kinect, so. But then again, who uses Kinect? That's all I have to say for this video. Thanks for watching. This is ReekRock2001 saying, I really love this Xbox Series X. And if you can't afford an Xbox Series X, get an Xbox One X. And pop in a solid state drive, and you pretty much have the, you could say, the Xbox Series X Slim. Well, trying to be creative there, but yeah. I mean, to be fair, the Xbox One X is basically a slimmer design to the Xbox Series X. If you do a size comparison, you'll see some similar styling and stuff, but I don't have one in person. But I did see one side-by-side comparison at a place where I went to go try out games and stuff. They have an Xbox One X there, and it looks really similar. But alright, so that's all I have to say here.